My name is Aaron, and I grew up in the world of metal. In fact, it's the only thing I ever really cared about in terms of music. But you know what, recently, I've wanted something a little bit different. Well, welcome back everybody. As you can see, I have a little bit of a newer setup. I decided to finally break this out. Actually, I've had it for a while, I've just been lazy. So today, we're actually going to be revisiting 17. Apparently they put out a couple new songs. However, this song in particular caught my interest because apparently this is named after the Monkey King. At least that's as far as I'm aware. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But yeah, basically, yeah, it's a reference to that mythology, and that's a pretty cool story. That's pretty much affected just about everything in terms of media and literary work. So anyway, let's hop right into it, shall we? Okay. Whoa.
Like this 시간과 공간이 구애받지 않는 자세 힘을 타고 쓰러져도 포기 모르고 날뛰는 중 마치 된 것 같아 손오공
What? That's a crazy.
니는 쉬지 않아 매일 make it 끝까지 가보자 마치 된 것 같아 I love my team, I love my crew 여기까지 달리면서 I love my team, I love my crew 계속 달릴 수 있어도 I love my team, I love my crew 여기까지 오르면서 I love my team 그 덕분에 우린 마치 된 것 같아 손오공 알리지 우리는 등장 중 격전이 셋대는 뒷박고 멈추지가 않는 뒷박 중 발이 꼬여도 뒷박
This is really cool. Holy cow.
시간과 공간에 구애받지 않는 자세 힘을 타고 쓰러져도 포기 모르고 날뛰는 중 마치 뛴 것 같아 손 놓고 마치 뛴 것 같아 손 놓고 니는 쉬지 않아 매일 make 끝까지 가보자 마치 뛴 것 같아 I love my team, I love my crew 여기까지 달리면서 I love my team, I love my crew 계속 달릴 수 있어도 I love my team, I love my crew 여기까지 오르면서 I love my team 그 덕분에 우린 마치 된 것 같아 서로 진실은 대로 자유롭게 거짓은 대로 달콤해 다정함은 때로 거짓말로
This is some serious fire.
한 방에 아주 발사와 지금부터 다 하늘에 노함성 발사 이 노래는 이 만화의 엔딩송이다
This is sweet. Whoa, okay. Okay, this song was legitimately really, really good. Let's talk a little bit about the song. First, we're going to go over the lyrics. Clearly, what they are discussing in this song is anthemic, and it's like them saying thank you to the fans. However, I think the other thing that is also saying is like, we're glad that you're here, but we're also glad that we were able to go through the trials and be able to come out the other side better. And, you know, it's kind of like that idea of like once you get out of your trial and you become stronger, and realizing that, you know, there's some self-credit that needs to be taken when you go through those hard times and you make it out. And I think that's kind of what they're getting. But obviously, you know, where proper credit is due, and I do mean proper credit, you got to give it to yourself. Don't be too crazy with it, because, you know, there is a point of humility that needs to be there. At least that's what the song tells me. Obviously, this is in reference to the Monkey King. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it in Korean. Most of the stuff in here in America, we refer to it as Sun Wukong, is most of the time how I do hear it. It did seem a little bit Dragon Ball Z-esque though, like that lettering at the end actually kind of almost comes across like when you see it in Dragon Ball. Anyway, the next thing that I want to talk about, there's actually a part in the song that made me immediately fall in love with the song, and that's this part right here. I'm gonna go. That is so good. Okay, so that right there is the part that just absolutely floored me. The thing that I really, really like about this part right here is it really takes a lot of the instrumentals to the point where I was hoping that they would go to. But what I mean by that is, like, you'll hear the pulsating of the whirring that they use in there, but like also the plucking of the instrument all coming together. And I think that that's actually one of the coolest things that I've heard in a long time. That's the kind of stuff for some reason I'm really, really into, like when you're listening to a song and it has like a violin and they pluck the violin, or they do that with cello, or, you know, any instrument really. And it just sounds so cool when they do that. I really, really appreciate how they did this. In a sense, like, it kind of felt like they actually like took the idea of traditional and modern and mixed it together really well. And I think that's kind of what I really, really appreciate as well. It's just really, really well done. I kind of hate to say this, but man, this almost seems like it could be Song of the Year. This is going to be a hard list at the end of the year to actually decide. But anyway, I think the other thing that's interesting about this too is that usually whenever I listen to 17, I use them as a bit of a palate cleanser. When things are too intense or emotional, I always usually come to their music because generally it's like happy, poppy, you know, positive, and I always call it like worry-free music. And it's not that this is anything that's not to worry, or that's to worry about, but what I do think is that I really just feel like that this is absolutely just like such an intense song. It really shows like that they really wanted to put a lot of the passion in that they have into this song. The next thing that I'd have to say about this too is that I just really think that this, you know, I don't know a ton about 17, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we've listened to him quite a few times on this channel, and like I said, I use him as a palate cleanser, but out of everything that I have heard, this might be my favorite thing that I've heard from them. This was really, really cool. So anyway, if you like 17 as much as I do, let me know. And also, if you have any other recommendations, if you want me to keep listening to them, let me know about that as well. And we will see you all next time. Thank you. Good golly, what